Hello, this is King of Review, and we're going to be using the quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation. But first, let's make this quadratic equation a little bit more nicer. So we don't want this 4 over here, so we're going to be subtracting 4 to both sides. 3x, 6 minus 4, that's 2. So now we have our a value, b value, and c value. A is -7. B is 3, and C is 2. Now we can plug it into our quadratic equation, which says -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now our b value is 3, so it's -3 plus or minus square root 3 squared minus 4 times a, which is -7, and c, which is 2. Over 2a, which is -7. So this is going to be -3 plus or minus square root of 9 and -4 times -7, which is 28, times 2, which is 56. Over 2 times -7, which is -14. So that equals -3 plus or minus square root of 65 over -14. And you can actually simplify this a little bit and say, well, I'm going to just take away this negative, so I'm going to divide everything by negative. This turns into a positive, that turns into a positive, and this positive turns into a negative, and this negative turns into a positive, which means it's negative positive, which is exactly the same thing as a positive negative, so this never changes. So the equation is going to say 3 plus or minus square root of 65 over 14. That is option A. Now, let's look at our other options. Option B says -3 plus or minus square root of 45 over 7. And it looks like it's simplified it a little bit, but we know that this person probably forgot this 2 here. That's why you have a 7. But this is wrong. What about option C? This person forgot about the 2a on the bottom totally. And that's why they have the top part, but they don't have the bottom half. That's why this is wrong. Option D is definitely wrong. And we can verify that by simply just plugging into this equation. Another reason why we know it's wrong is because it's left with 3/14, which means it was left with this and that, which means this had to calculate out to 0, but it doesn't. That's why this is wrong. So therefore, the answer to this question is A.